Hello, welcome back to CinemaBurger's 13 Nights of Halloween. We continue with the Amazon original Black Box. This is the second of the 4 Blumhouse movies released on Amazon. Black Box stars Momotho Athey and Felicia Richard. Momotho plays Nolan, a man who was in a recent car accident where he lost his wife and his memory. And Dr. Brooks, played by Felicia Richard, has an experimental machine to help get his memories back. So now, first off, this movie really plays on the emotion. Momotho Athey's performance is so genuine and sincere that you fully care about his character. They also focus on the performances of this movie. Even though this has sci-fi thriller elements in it, it's all about the performances. So Nolan has a young daughter who's been helping him remember things and help him out. And she really cares about her father, but she's also getting a little frustrated that he can't remember. And he is as well. He isn't working right now because he's a photographer, but he can't capture the magic he used to. Now, Nolan shouldn't have survived according to the doctor report. He was brain dead for a brief amount of time, was in a coma for overnight, but woke up due to some sort of miracle or miraculous circumstances. So Nolan has forgotten to pick up his daughter a few times from school, and the teacher says if he forgets again, she's going to call child services. Now, Dr. Brooks has this new experimental machine called the Black Box that can help go into your subconscious and find the memories that are buried. It's kind of like the Matrix, where you go inside, you're in like a startup room that's your safe space, and then you can go forward. There's like a watch that he has in the dream state, and he turned forward for other memories. So his first memory is a wedding, presumably his own, but everyone's faces are blurred. You can't see anyone. And all of a sudden this person or creature making sounds like a Japanese horror movie monster starts walking on all fours and getting closer, and then Nolan wakes up. Now, Dr. Brooks says that the creature is a way of your mind trying to protect you or something like that. There's also another memory of this apartment and a woman crying, but Nolan knows everything about this apartment even though he never lived in one. The fact that he remembers this causes Nolan to think maybe he had an affair, because there's this woman and child in the apartment. He actually goes to the apartment in real life and he finds a woman and child that he sees in the dream. So it really keeps you guessing, like, what's going on? Did he have an affair? That's where the movie is starting to lead the audience into thinking, because there is a twist in this movie. I'm not going to fully reveal it because I want you guys to watch the movie without any spoilers. So I'm going to try to keep this review spoiler free for the most part. So Nolan has a friend who's also a doctor he visits when he goes to see Dr. Brooks, and the friend is concerned about him. He looks at Nolan's report after he leaves and he sees there's a brain anomaly, and he's going to do further research. Now, Nolan keeps trying this black box therapy with Dr. Brooks, and every time this creature with the blurred face shows up. Now, Nolan is really frustrated and really questioning who he is, and once again, Momotho's performance is everything. You are just as confused as he is about what's going on, which I like. I like when the audience and the main character are on the same page in a movie. It's a kind of annoying when the audience knows what's going on and you have to wait for the characters to figure it out. But this movie keeps you right up in with the main character. So you're always on the same step that they are. Now, as the doctor friend of Nolan does more research, he found out that technically Nolan was brain dead, and Dr. Brooks saw him the night of his accident. So the friend thinks Dr. Brooks has done something, or something she's not saying. Now, around the halfway point of the movie, there is a big twist revealed. I'm not going to say what it is, But it's interesting that they reveal the twist halfway through the movie. That way the characters can deal with that twist. In a lot of movies with twists, they save it for the end and you never see what happens in the aftermath. So this is a great example of really good storytelling and something you don't see that often. Now, Felicia Richard plays a really good villain. She has been up to something. I'm not going to say what it is, like I said. But her motives are played out a lot more near the end of the movie, since they reveal something. Now, there's more about this creature with the blurred face that keeps attacking Nolan in his dreams. And now they save that twist for the end, which I like, because it really tugs on your heartstrings, like, because while this is a sci-fi thriller, it is a sad movie, because you feel so bad for Nolan, because he's just trying to figure out his life and trying to live with his daughter. Now, Nolan's doctor friend does figure out what's going on in the end, and he arrives just in time to stop something horrible from happening. And Nolan is grateful for it. Now, I'm not going to say what happens at the end, but all the characters were written very well. I was just on the edge of my seat wanting to know what's happening next. Even when they reveal twists and reveal new information, it's still very compelling. Like, at one point, the audience knows something before the characters, but in this case it really doesn't matter because it's just interesting and you really want to see justice prevail, so to say. Now, the directing and cinematography is very well done in this movie as well. Now, one of the writers and the director of Black Box is Emmanuel Osei Kuffour. Now, this is his first major motion picture that he's directed / written. He did some shorts beforehand with another writer named Stephen Herman, who also is the writer of this movie. Now, this movie really works for a small screen, like a on-demand movie, because while it's very well written and shot, I don't know how I'd feel about it in the big screen, because it also reminds me of like a Twilight Zone or Black Mirror episode, but in a good way. Like, that's not a negative thing about this movie. Now, out of the 4 Blumhouse Amazon originals, this is the second I've seen now, and it is steps and leaps ahead of The Lie. That was just a piece of crap. This, so far, is the best written movie out of Blumhouse that I've seen in a while. And it also features a predominantly black cast, which is nice. I would give this movie a definite 5 out of 5 burgers. It's very well written, acted, shot. I can't think of anything wrong with this or anything I disliked about the movie. And once again, it's hinges upon the performances, and you really care about all of the characters. So definitely check this out. It's on Amazon Prime. It's an original. And I hope to see more like this from Blumhouse and Amazon in general, even though most of their originals are pretty good. But definitely Blumhouse is making the right decisions here with this type of movie. Alright, I've been Scott Berger. I'll see you next time.